Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here, and welcome back to Noob Night at the Apollos, or at the Officers Casino, if you will. I'm gonna be your host for the night, and I'm going to guide you through this with utter confusion. Utmost confusion is gonna ensue here. Yeah, and we're gonna take a look at one of the top ranked matches that have been available on the live servers between two players whom I don't recognize, but I definitely do recognize one of their clan tags. That is gonna be Cesar, and he's got the tilde here as a clan tag, which leads me to believe that he's actually a teammate of Forres, if I remember correctly. And he's gonna be matched up against Skeletron, in all caps. Hell yeah, let's do this. So, my New Year's resolution for 2021 is that I'm gonna improve in company heroes too, and just like any other good New Year's resolution, I'm gonna forget about it by day 2. So, be that as it may. We've already got a commander pick lock-in. Oh, that's a spicy one. That's one we haven't really covered just yet. Cesar has immediately, is OKW by the way, and is immediately locked in Feuersturm Doctrine. That is a very thematic and idiosyncratic thing. A commander pick, if you will. It is very self-synergistic and very thematic. So, you've got access to the Flammenpanzer 38 Hetzer. That one, it's moderately armored from the front, and it is very scary against infantry. It is the Scorchinator, as I like to call it. And then there's the assault packages, which upgrade Sturmpiles with a Flammenwerfer 35. And Volksgrenadiers can be equipped with MP40s and a variety of grenades. I've never seen those being used. Oh, those Grenadiers running conscripts running headfirst into an ambush. Oh, you don't want to be here, yeah. Immediate fallback, still drops a model. Probably for the better. Wounded conscripts are not something we want to use. Alright, and we're seeing a penal battalion opener. So, penal battalions are the strong boys. They are kind of the backbone of the tier 1 build for the Soviets. And they're gonna be reinforced here with a American Lend-Lease half-track? Is it a half-track? I'm not entirely sure. It's a scout car. Well, it's not a half-track. Just a regular scout car. M3A1. That's from the American Lend-Lease program, and that comes stock standard with access, with access to to tier 1. So, a bit behind on the squad count for now is Skeletron, but that's kind of the nature of the game. I'm just surprised that those combat engineers managed to get a long-range snipe on a Volksgrenadier model. That is just not something that is usually happening. Oh, M3A1 going to town already. Ha! Those guys are having a field day. Alright, good entrance on the battlefield. With this build, one thing you want to make certain is that you're gonna have your combat engineers upgrade with the flamer in a timely manner. Is he trying to outflame the Feuersturm? That is a risky proposition. Let's put it at that. And there's already a Raketenwerfer queued up, so this might really be difficult to maintain the M3A1 scout car on the field for too long because it dies in 2 shots. Also, I really would like to patch those combat engineers up. They're gonna die if someone looks funny at them. Second penal battalion coming online. Those are good. They trade really well. They've got cool upgrades as well. The problem is they cost a lot to reinforce. Reinforcement cost is what? I think I'm inclined to say 40-ish? Nah, not quite, but like 34 manpower per head per nose, so it's quite expensive to reinforce them. Oh no! Hitting a mine. That went just about as expected. What a great preemptive mine here. Raketenwerfer not needed. That thing is now a dead weight. Tech truck is out as well, so really good start for Cesar. Getting up to an amazing start thus far. And the penal battalions haven't traded that well either. So kind of an unfortunate tier 1 opener. Does he want to back tech into a sniper now? That is sometimes a viable option. Like being behind on manpower, being behind on squad count, and trying to catch up by making a sniper work over time. But it is risky, definitely. Fuel point is being connected, so the map is almost evenly split. Not as bad as it could be, given the current stances on the battlefield and the current, the recent events that transpired on this map. It's favorable approach, by the way, speaking of the map. Okay, that is... oh no, Volksgrenadiers making their way into the garrison, but Penals are in green cover as well, so they're eventually gonna win the slugfest. Eventually. They're trying to reposition at long range, that's very smart, because Penals are good at long range with their... I don't know what they are. I don't know what those rifles are called, but... no Mosin Nagants at least. And out comes a commander pick for Skeletron. That's Lend-Lease Tactics! Keeping in theme with the Scout Car build. Scout Car is a standard thing you get with all the Soviets if you build tier 1, but this feeds more into that theme. Access to the M4C Sherman Lend-Lease. That is an American tank, and it's a stock standard Sherman, but pretty good. Ooh, wow, double wipe on those models, pretty good. And Sturm Pioneer is trying to Scorch, going for Scorched Earth tactics. Closing the pocket are those Penals, but they are about to be woefully outnumbered. Penals have got access to one of the coolest abilities in the game, that is the Satchel Charge. Oh, they're in green cover. You don't want to be in green cover against the Flamethrower, just puts on like 50% extra damage. However, this commander also comes with access to Dushkas. That is the Maxim's big bad cousin. It's like, Maxim, you show me where they hurt you. You show me where they touched you, and I'm gonna make him pay. Yeah. That Dushka is a serious machine gun. Unlike the Maxim, which is kind of just a cotton pad dispenser. For all intents and purposes. Okay, now we can take a look at how expensive those are. Oh, only 27. It's not as bad as I remember them. Also, Penals have access to PTRS anti-tank rifles. That is a side grade, not a strict upgrade, because they increase your damage against light vehicles, which is probably necessary given that there's a flak truck on the field. But they decrease your damage against infantry, so it's a 50-50 split. Whether that's a good upgrade or not is always within the purview of the map, I guess. Ooh, in negative cover as well. So the flak track, I think we haven't seen it on this channel just yet. Oh, this might be a wipe. This might straight up be a wipe. 2 Sturm Volksgrenadiere on the retreat path. Lucky. Gets out with 3 models alive. That is more than I expected. So the flak truck is, yeah, that one is only able to shoot when it's stationary. It has to set up its flak cannon, but then it seriously pummels infantry. And also applies AoE suppression. Uh-oh. Flame grenade, so the Dushka is definitely forced to yield. Yikes! Also a Sturmpio squad on the flank. Okay, you get the hell out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a PTRS upgrade? Yeah, PTRS upgrade package on both those squads, so they now dent light armor quite nicely. That is a good call in this certain circumstance. Flak truck setting up, but I don't think it can withstand the DPS here. Yeah, needs to yield, needs to yield. Suppression has been applied to one squad though, and the Sturmpios are closing the gap. Ooh. Fortunately, one thing the Flamethrower upgrade does is it decreases your wiping power on retreat, because Flamethrowers are notoriously bad at hitting moving targets. So, kind of a lucky break here, I guess. If those just were equipped with regular MP40s or whatever that is, they would probably have wiped the squad, or at least put some serious hurt on it. So no squad losses just yet. That is pretty good. Oh, there is another scout car being purchased, and it's equipped with guards. Whoa! That's not the regular guards, is it? Those are... I can't check right now. Uh-oh. Oh, it takes 3 shots to kill one of those. That's... He is committing hard. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Okay. Guards rifle, yeah. Just regular guards. Plonk. Oh, the main gun has been destroyed. Oh, nice! Gets the trade-off. Even without the PTRS in the vicinity. Gets the trade-off here for the flak truck. The M1 for the flak truck, definitely worth it. So, after the dust settles, I would say, yeah, he needs to carve out more of a Soviet stronghold on this map, but his map control is very lackluster, but he has managed to neutralize the biggest threat on the battlefield currently. So definitely, I would say, at the tail end, Skeletron coming out ahead for this trade. What is that? That is probably sandbags, yeah. It's just sandbags being constructed. Always looks menacing, but just a couple dudes lobbing sandbags around. MG34 set up with a beautiful wide arc. Whoa! That is out of line of sight. Sometimes line of sight for Company of Heroes 2 is... this can play such a big role. As evidenced here, this hasn't been spotted to move out of the Dushka. And thus the MG34 is probably forced to yield anytime now. Yeah. Good night, Sweet Prince. Salvage operations being used on the wreckage, giving it some fuel, which one helpful commenter has pointed out that depending on your doctrine, there are different types of salvage. There's regular salvage and thorough salvage. And regular salvage nets you some fuel. Thorough salvage nets you munis, interestingly enough. So both have their use cases. Triple cap is established. That is going to be a problem very soon. Both those Voxcans and conscripts trading off here. Man, what a bloodbath. Absolute carnage. And this is probably the Combat Engineer Squad. Yeah, should be tasked with repurposing the victory point and painting it red. I see a victory point and I want to paint it red. Weird. Those Guards rifles, did their weapons get changed, or is it just that the firing sound is different with my new headphones? Because I don't remember them having this type of weapon sound. Okay, can't withstand the close range damage from the Guards. Because I usually remember them being rather a long range squad. But this sounded like a lot of close range Daka. Interesting. Maybe that's a different variety of Guards. Yes, Guard Assault, there we go. This is a faction special of Lend-Lease and the one that I never use. It is the M5 Half-Track Assault Group. Dispatches an assault troop crawler basically, full of guards armed with PPSH, submachine guns and SVT rifles. So this is indeed a different type of guards. A new breed of guards has entered the battlefield. Like support gun has been added. Traditionally, I've always seen them as pretty bad, but the track record has shown me differently. The track record I've kept over the past couple casts is that they've always been really good. So it's just me being wrong. Supply drop has been used, so this just gives much needed fuel. And I guess, yeah, 200 fuel are online for Cesar. I think he wants to transition into tier 4 immediately. Plus, like, what is that? 45 more up for grabs? I'd say 45. No, 30. Alright, 45 would be a bit much. So the map again changing owners. The front lines are shifting more in favor of the Germans, but that is the Soviet army gearing up for a concerted push with the Tankovy battalion command. There is gonna be a tank in the makings, and is it gonna be T-34? Or is it gonna be Lend-Lease tactics? I wanna see a Sherman. Shermans are just better. Straight up. But they also cost more, so there's that. Ooh. Sturmpile squad staying to trade and getting some mad value there. Alright. 300 points. Right now the German roster is looking a lot better and also has carved out a huge swath of this map for themselves. So mostly Germanized map here. Good old East colonization. If you know anything about history that actually happened, but a couple centuries earlier. But by back then it was most of a peaceful means. This is nothing like it. Alright, Dushka. Applying some of its deadly trait. And that thing. It's packing some heat. Oh, all of us are already out on the field, so this is now a pure infantry composition. Tier 4 has been unlocked for Cesar, however, he does not own a tank currently, and is definitely not in a position to acquire a tank anytime soon. Oh, he lost the conscripts. Yikes. So his core infantry is now very depleted and also very expensive to reinforce. The Guards Assault are pretty expensive, I think. No, wait, that is conscript squad. No, he didn't lose it. Just that the logos look so similar. Penals and conscripts basically just like an extra thing on the coat of arms, an extra circle, I guess. Dushka has been very helpful thus far, but it's about to be dislocated by the like. Let's see where the shells hit. Ooh, close enough, close enough. Danger close here. Most of the army back reinforcing and also healing up. Yeah, he needs to repurpose the Western Front for himself. Sends the Guards rifles out. No, that's good. Even though you would probably want the Guards rifles up front. But right now, the combat engineers are so useful, because with the flamethrower, they can flush out enemies from cover. That is exactly what he wants here. Dushka has been retrained. Whoa, that is a low health squad. Might be a wipe. Oh, and a wipe on the Dushka as well. Yikes. Oh, he's trying to steal that. I'm not sure if he can get away with this. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get away with this? Because this would be a huge swing. The gunner hasn't dropped. Man, are you kidding me? Wait, okay. Gunner did drop eventually. That is crazy. Usually what happens when you do this is that the gunner drops and then he drops the weapon and the other guy has to pick it up. Has to pick up his slack and it ends in a death loop. So that's why you don't traditionally do that. Obers are trying to advance onto the fuel point. Double fuel is gonna be here. Is gonna be in the makings. Another supply drop has been heard here. Oh yeah, and this commander, something... I haven't gone fully over the commander abilities just yet, because there was just so much to talk about. Then there is the fourth ability, which is the supply drop, we've seen it. And the fifth one is the conscript repair kit. That just allows conscripts to repair tanks, but albeit at a reduced rate compared to the engineers. Alright, more fuel in the bank. He is actually kind of strapped for fuel. What did he spend it on? There was just one Sherman. Oh, the Sherman has access to the smoke screen as well as the... Ah, it's the one that has the switch main guns between Hebab and regular... That is a really cool Sherman, I like it. Very good unit. He's trying to go for crushes here. Alright, a bit ambitious. And nets the Raketenwerfer, a Star of Veterancy. Oh, that is a dead penal squad. Didn't make it home for dinner. Didn't make it home for Christmas. So, and then let's go over Feuersturm again. Assault packages we've already discussed. And then there is the incendiary munitions. That is for the like. And it is a toggleable ability that costs munitions, I think, to activate. And that scorches units especially units in buildings. That is nothing to be trifled with, and it's very good against garrisoned units. And then we've got access to the Opel Blitz truck. That is a weird one. That is a truck that doesn't do anything except reinforcing infantry. And it's a different one. It's not the one that gains your resources. Okay, so I was mistaken. We're seeing incendiary rounds here. That is not to be confused with the incendiary munitions, by the way. Incendiary rounds are just a Vet 1 upgrade for the MG34. I know, it's confusing. Company Furies 2 has many layers. Oh, the tank right into the arms of the Raketenwerfer again. Into the welcoming arms of the Irak 43. Yikes. Brutal. What an onslaught here. Cesar definitely in control of this game. He's in the driver's seat and is not letting go. There's now a P4 out as well, and that one is more than capable of dealing with the Sherman. So whatever little field advantage... Ouch. Nice grenade. Whatever little field advantage this Sherman had is now gone. Dushka is probably forfeit, and if that swaps owners, it's probably game, to be honest. I'm not seeing how Skeletron wants to pull this one back. Ooh, 19 minutes, and we're probably gonna see the end of it. Damage engine right in front of the base. At least you can use the conscript repair stuff. Oh, wow. P4 is just diving? Are you for real? Are 18-8s unlocked? Nope, they aren't. I've seen many Soviet players skip out on... Or skimp out, I should say. On purchasing the upgrade. It's 125 manpower, 10 fuel. It's not the biggest deal, especially when you have access to a commander who can trade munitions for fuel. Yeah. The field is compacted, the lines are drawn. In the sand, that is definitely Cesar coming out on top. And the last... Oh, snap. The last ability is a 200 munitions call in a rocket barrage. 280mm rockets. It costs 200 munitions. I'll let you do the mental math on how strong that one is. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Okay, so he feels pressured into building a T-34, and honestly, can't fault him there. Also, I don't think it's gonna be enough to turn the tide. He did not have the time. So, Lend-Lease is an interesting commander in that it is not late-game viable. I should say any commander is viable, but not really got the great late-game potential that other commanders have. However, it does provide you with a crazy mid-game power spike when you can pump out Sherman after Sherman and just flood the map with really good tanks, and then bolster your tanks. Like, it's a feedback loop. You just build more tanks. Oh no, Dushka has been repurposed. That is definitely smelling like a game over screen waiting to happen to me. So it's a positive feedback loop. You can just get more and more Shermans, then call in like trade munis for even more fuel or even more Shermans. Okay, in comes a T-34. Look. I know what you're trying to do here. I just doubt it's... Oh no, bounce after bounce, this P4. Just not taking damage. Are you kidding me? Fourth bounce. Okay, finally a penetrating hit. Both of the Soviet tanks are stricken. Alright, another good shot here. And the bounce. So with that out of the way, this tank is just one Panzerfaust away from dying. He's trying to close the gap. Even the Lig is chipping in some damage. Alright, now the Sherman is also on death's door. On the brink of death. Yeah. This is over, and all the territories are disconnected as well. 43 VPs. Good luck, my friend. You tried. You tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter. In comes the P4. Blitzkrieging it. Okay. Okay, just a little throwaway unit there. Might even lose the Dushka, but all he needs to do is wait it out for another 28 VPs, yeah. Oh, that is the, what's it called? Satchel charge. Does impressive amounts of damage. Kills the Dushka as well, but it's just not enough. He can't get onto the VPs in time. There is a well-placed MG34. What an entertaining match, but at the end of the day, no sir. It wasn't meant to be. What a shame. Yeah. Trailing by... Oh, wow. Trailing by 480 points. That is not a great position. So this game has looked one-sided towards the tail end, but I really have to say that it wasn't that one-sided to begin with. Yeah. 0 VP. Beginning was actually fairly even, and him losing the scout car was bad because tier 1 already leaves you behind on fuel, but this commander allows you to come back. This commander allows you to trade your munitions for more fuel and then just take the field from there. But, alas, it was not meant to happen. What a game. Thoroughly enjoyable. And we haven't seen the Flammenpanzer out just yet, so no Hetzer here. Alright, let's take a look at the statistics. I think a Hetzer would have been a good call as opposed to the flak truck, but he must not have had the tech just yet. Because flak truck is, I believe, tier 3. Yeah, okay, that was really one-sided. Jeez, look at the damage stats. Ouch. The Lig, not too great this game, but Raketenwerfer always in the best positions, and as was the MG34. Gotta commend him there. Great positioning. Yeah, that was a short and sweet one. We'll be back with more. Thank you for watching, and also check out the new OpenArray video that just released with a very special graphical overhaul. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out. Hey people, 5 Aces here. Welcome back to the Company of Heroes 2 Amateur Hour. We are back here. I'm casting these replays back to back. But for you guys and girls, it's gonna be probably a week in between. So, let's introduce our players. We've met him before, just in the previous cast. He is the famous inventor of the salad, Mr. Cesar. Cultivating salad in Egypt, as far as I remember, if my historical knowledge serves me right. And his opponent is someone I have never heard of, and whom I probably won't be able to pronounce properly. Playing as the United States Forces, it is Toad Jiang. Sorry for if I mispronounce that name. Also, I can't read those. I can't even tell if that's kanji or if that's Chinese. Yeah, I'm really terrible at that. I'm sorry. So, already both with commander picks locked in. This time Caesar is opting for the Luftwaffe Ground Forces doctrine, which sounds like an oxymoron, but hey, those have heavy fortifications, so Sturmpires can just build more shit. Pretty cool. Oh wow, those riflemen just finishing their building of sandbags in the middle of a firefight. That is ambitious. Then we've got Stuka Smoke Reconnaissance, and reconnaissance is always good. That is yeah, and that is the one that is a combined ability of smoke drop and a recon pass. That is a 10 out of 10 ability. For 40 munitions, I'd take that any day of the week. Recon passes are criminally underrated. Really, really good. Then we've got Fallschirmjäger. They can be paradropped anywhere. And they can get into the backlines and cause real havoc. Really scary units. We've got Valiant Assault. I think that one is pretty bad. 70 munis to make troops move faster and attack a bit better. Bit of a DPS boost, or accuracy boost, I think. Alright, rear echelon get forced off, but those rifle in a garrison should definitely trade nicely. Gets behind the car here as well, so 2 times green cover versus 2 times green cover, and also capping at the same time, so... And that should now favor the American player, because he's got 2 squads which are effective at long range. Whoa! We are seeing a super early M81 mortar team. Alright. Well, the first shell is gonna land as a surprise. Oh! Ho, ho! That is one hell of a first entrance here. And that's also gonna force some munis just for the med crates. That is an impressive start for this mortar squad. Not what I had expected. Jeez Louise. Alrighty, and then we've got access to Airborne Assault. That is a Stuka Loiter, and that also, those Stukas come also preloaded with Fallschirmjäger, and those can then be reinforced from anywhere, which is also pretty cool. So this is also like a very combined approach to Commander, and very transformative, I'd say, but doesn't have the greatest late game. Already out with a Lieutenant is Toad Jiang. Super interesting build orders this time around. I haven't seen a game quite like this before. The early mortar, I kind of like it because it's just a value pick. However, Sturmpires in close range are definitely going to be able to beat out those riflemen. And Toad Jiang is going to be pressed for manpower for quite a while here. Yeah, mortar team also has to yield. Still, got a really good hit. That wasn't... Okay, didn't get the killing blow. Interesting. Lieutenant now out on the battlefield, announcing himself. Lieutenant is a very good combat unit to boot, so... The American forces just have this advantage that even if you just go for a standard build order with early tech, you still have field advantage in terms of just flooding the map with units. Can sometimes really be overwhelming to play against, but I traditionally play with them rather than against them. Alrighty, pretty cool start, I like it. Mortar squad still out on the field, can still get some value there. That is definitely the Volksgrenadiers looking for a grenade. They're just looking for the incendiary. Ah, that's the first 2 kills here. Very good shot. Okay, mortar squad gets forced off a little, but at the cost of a Volksgrenadier squad being forced off as well. So pretty good. Apart from the map control, I would say it's a pretty good start, at least in terms of trades. It's a good start for the American player, who's also up to a 50 cal now as well, so he's gonna be ahead in terms of manpower for the time being, or in terms of field presence. Can now take the northeastern quadrant of the map, secure it for themselves. Okay, and now let's go, now that the battle has died down a little, let's go over the Infantry Company Doctrine pick from To Jang. It's got access to Rifleman Field Defenses. That is basically just the equivalent of heavy fortifications. Allows Riflemen to just have more utility. Fighting positions, sandbags, mines. Mines are good. Then we've got the M21 Mortar Half-Track. That one is kind of like the Priest, except it is... you need to face your the opponent. It's kind of weird. And it dies very easily. I've never seen it perform too well, but... prove me wrong. I stand to be corrected a lot in this casting series anyway, so I like learning new things about the game. Then we've got the M19A6 light machine gun upgrade. That's a weapon racks upgrade. Weapon racks are generally, those are the weapon racks. You have to upgrade them first, and then you pay the upgrade price per squad. And you can either grab M19 bars, bazookas, or in this case the M1919 light machine gun. I don't know how strong that one is. I've never seen it in use all that much. Okay, a little lag spike there. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, the American player is kind of yielding field control weirdly. He should definitely... What is this squad doing? They should definitely be capping the victory point. The entirety of the German forces are concentrated in the northeast. Weird. Whoa, but the mortar is already up to a good start with veterancy. Good hustle. Flak truck has come out, but he's already taken a beating. Courtesy, I believe, of the lieutenant. Yeah. The lieutenant got the bazooka upgrade super early. Cool. I like those build divergencies. This is a very fresh style, I feel. Light gun is being added. Now, this is a kind of risky build for the for Cesar, because he stands to, like, if the first vehicle hits, he's not gonna have anything to defend himself for quite a while. And the fuel is looking not too great for To Jang. Alright, then we've got the time on target artillery barrage. I think that's the one that speeds up. It's 180 munitions. Whoa, that is a commitment. So I think that's the one that at first it drops shells within a reasonable time frame, and then as time passes, the shells drop faster and faster. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Riflemen need to yield. And then we've got the Priest Howitzer. Okay. This thing costs 115 fuel? This costs the equivalent of like half a Tiger tank. Am I missing something here? Is that like a howitzer carriage group? Is it a group of 2 or something? I expected this to cost like maybe 60, 70? Is it that great? I honestly don't know. I'm not certain. I'm not certain that thing is worth it. Because it's 115 fuel. What is this? Those Volksgrenadiers staying to trade very deep. Uh-oh. Flak half-track has set up in a very favorable position as well. Suppression has been added. And the American player definitely needs more hard AT. Bazookas ain't gonna cut the mustard. If you catch my drift. There is also an... Oh, that's an M3 mine, so that's an American mine. Still, probably the Germans are not gonna fall for that mine, because the flak track is not a vehicle that goes in. Flak track is a vehicle that stays at range. He's setting up with the machine gun team. Man, he's getting overrun on all flanks here. This might be a very brief game. Ouch! The 50 cal getting shredded. There's a recon pass. Oh no, that's a smoke. Yeah, recon pass and smoke barrage. He's trying to make sure he gets something done here. Trying to make sure the 50 cal doesn't get stolen away. I mean, what is he trying to do against the flak track? Oh, out come the Fallschirmjäger as well. So this is also a very momentum-based commander, as evidenced here. Jeez. What an absolute slaughter. This is demolition derby here. And that is probably, yeah, 9 minutes. Sometimes it do be like that. That is gonna be a very brief cast. Maybe we can find another one on the ladder. Yeah. This was just dominance, domination. Just an absolutely dominant display of force. Brutal and savage, but sometimes that's how we roll on the ladder. Sometimes that's how it is. Really sad to see that the mortar didn't develop further into a Vet 3 mortar, but I'm still confused if anyone can help me out here about the priest. Because I don't see this thing being worth 115 fuel. No way, Jose. That is, to me, a 70 fuel unit. Wow, the damage dealt is actually fairly even. But the map control is speaking for itself there. Yeah, Sturmpire is trading so well. Like didn't do much yet. How was the mortar performing, I wonder? Tojiang getting absolutely demolished. Where's... There it is. Yeah. 223%. I know what I'm doing. The last cast was relatively short as well, so we're gonna stitch them together. So this is gonna be one long cast. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.